The Vietnam War was a long conflict that pitted the communist regime of North Vietnam and the Southern Allies, known as the Viet Cong, against South Vietnam and its ally, the United States. Vietnam was the longest war in the American history and the most unpopular American war of the 20th century. It resulted in nearly 60,000 American deaths and an estimated 2 million Vietnamese deaths. It lasted November 1st, 1955 through April 30th, 1975, almost 20 years. North Vietnam won the war. The North Vietnamese government and the Viet Cong were fighting to reunify Vietnam under the communist rule. When Mary Beth Tinker heard about the Vietnam War on the news, she felt like it wasn't good, so she went ahead and protested against it. On December 16, 1965, 13-year-old Mary Beth Tinker wore a black armband to school to protest the Vietnam War. This was against the rules. She was warned by school authorities that it would get her suspended, but she still wore the armband. She was then suspended, and she got death threats from people, but she still went through it and wore the armband to school. A U.S. district court sided with the school, ruling that wearing armbands could disrupt learning. The students appealed the ruling to a U.S. Court of Appeals, but lost and took their case to the United States Supreme Court. This case was called Tinker versus Des Moines School District. In 1969, the United States Mary Beth Tinker was born in 1952 and grew up in Iowa, where her father was a Methodist minister. Her parents believed that religious idols should be put into action, and the whole family became involved in the civil rights movement in the 1960s. Even though Mary Beth Tinker broke the rules, she took a stand in history for what was right because she risked her education and she helped students and kids be able to have First Amendment rights. Because Mary Beth Tinker took a stand, the students were able to wear the black armband to school. She helped students get freedom rights. Because of her, today, students are able to have freedom of speech, expression, and religion. Yes, Mary Beth Tinker was frightened, but she knew what she was doing was the right thing, and she was inspired by other kids like the Little Rock Nine. She showed that you should do the right thing even if you're frightened, and even if it means breaking the rules. She hopes that students are following after her and standing up for what they care for and what they believe in. She knows kids are still capable of doing what she did. She goes places and speaks about her school experience and gives speeches about student rights. Mary Beth Tinker is now 65 years old. Here, Mary Beth Tinker starts about First Amendment rights.
First Amendment rights need protection, and young people are the ideal ones to do that. The First Amendment is the right to speech, the right to a free press, the right to religion, the right to assemble, and the right to petition. All of these rights are so important for young people today if they're going to change the world. And that's what they want to do, because young people aren't going to accept that this is the best that we can do. They're speaking up to take the world forward, and they need all of these rights of the First Amendment in order to